this is not a spirit. It is a spiritual battle. Ephesians 6:12. We're not wrestling against flesh and blood, but it's devious because there are people that are being well funded, as you said, to spread lies. But we know the truth sets us free.
Yes.
And the truth is that he is the God of the Bible. He is the God of Israel. He is the God of Judaism. And thank goodness we have been grafted in by our Father of faith.
Yes.
And he is the God of Christians.
Amen. First Lady, for the past 18 years, you have stood steadfastly by the side of your husband, the Prime Minister, hosting, meeting, charming leaders from around the globe with your grace and dignity. But through your work, you have made a meaningful difference in the lives of countless children and families, giving your time, expertise, and your heart. What's inspiring, I think, is that through it all, you've never stopped working, you've never stopped caring, you've never stopped serving. The final question, as a child, did you ever imagine that you would one day become the person that you are and play the role that you're playing today?
Actually, no. I couldn't imagine. And also, because as I told before, already I just raised in a scholar Bible house, so I saw my future either going to the university for Bible or literature, or eventually it was psychology. So I saw myself as what I am now, like an expert child psychologist, which is what I love and what I am doing. But I never thought to be involved in politics. So, and even when I met my husband, I didn't know what it's going to be. I mean, it is very challenging, very complex, very, sometimes it's, you do so many great things for your country, but the thing is that the deep state and the media didn't go so much together with us. So this one and these lies and the evil, especially as a child that was brought up in a Bible atmosphere and so good, everything was, doesn't include so much evil. And I was always couldn't understand, and it was every time surprising. I mean, after 18 years, I got used to it, but it's very, I don't think it's something that was in my dreams. But I think that I overcame it. I just see the purpose, and the purpose is to serve together with the Prime Minister, my husband, the country. And when I see my children, I think that he's doing it for them, and for all the children in Israel, and for the next generation, to make the Jewish state not only a dream that comes and goes, but a reality that stays a home for the Jewish people and for the Israelis to live in a safe future.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Okay, Prime Minister, tell us something about the First Lady that people would love to know in your busy schedule. How do you set enough time aside for each other?
All that Sara tells you, listen to her. What she told me when we came back to office, because, I lost an election, it happens. There's political life after death, after political death.
Yes.
So we came back.
Yeah.
With Sarah's great encouragement.
Like Trump did.
Yeah, we come back. But she said something interesting. She said, let's not repeat the mistake we made in our first term. We were very young. I mean, really young. And our children were really toddlers. I mean, and diapers, when we first, in our first term.
Wow.
And but we were very busy. We were swept into, public office. It has enormous demands on your time. And when we came back later, our children were older. They were in their teens. And Sarah said this. She said, these years that we have with our kids, they're never going to be returned to us. So let's not squander them. And let's do something different than we did in the first term. We have Shabbat dinner, Friday night, sacrosanct. By the way, no phones. None. You know, you actually sit and you talk, and then in Shabbat
Yeah.
we have lunch together, no phones, sit and talk, and read the portion of the Bible.
Yeah.
She did for years. And this was Sarah guarding. This is the lioness guarding her cubs, and Sarah's a real lioness in fighting not only for our family, but fighting for our nation.
Yes.
And I think that after years of, just turbulence and vilification, I'm just gratified that as we go around the country, you see so many people recognizing her sacrifice, her contribution. And it's what I said, the truth has a way over time of eroding the lies and putting forward something of deeper and more permanent value. And I think that Sarah's contribution to our family, to me, and to the state is being more broadly recognized as time passes. And I'm grateful to you for enabling me to describe this to a global audience.
Yes, thank you.
So I thank you.
She is a lioness and you are a lion. I declare that. Pastor Paula, just
Well, the real lines.
That's
the real
right,
lines.
that's right.
You know who the real lines are?
Yes.
Yeah. The real lines
Yeah.
are the people of Israel and the soldiers, the men and women of the Israeli armed forces
Yes.
and security services. They are fighting lions. And it says in the Bible, the people of Israel, about the people of Israel, they shall rise like lions.
Yes,
And boy, did they rise.
they did.
They rose like lions and surprised the world. We had this awful surprise attack on us. And the people rebounded, and the soldiers rebounded, the regulars, the reservists, and just shoulder to shoulder, just pushed back
Yeah.
these evildoers. And I think are rewriting the chapters of history.
Yes, heard so many
So
great
it's the
stories.
rising lions of Israel and the rising lionesses of Israel.
That's right.
We have both.
We do, yes. Pastor Paula, could you give just your heart and closing comments just with our audience right before we close?
I'd love to, but I want to say I do believe that Prime Minister and Sarah will go down in history as probably the greatest Prime Minister to serve for Israel. And I say that so sincerely. I believe that. I've been with many world leaders all over the world. And I'll say to our audience, and I say this about Sarah all the time, you're beautiful inside and out. But both of you, who you are on this platform, Joni, is who they are in a green room, who they are in the Oval Office, at the Blair House. It is so refreshing. And we're so grateful for your leadership. There is no doubt that this is destiny and God's sovereignty for such a time as this. So thank you. It's